Hello again, we are about to finish our project. What we are going to do in this lesson, we are going to lend our books to our members. How we can do that? For example, here we have a list, right? All our books is here, or we can make search for our book. For example, one member requests for a book. Its name is the Da Vinci Code, for example. Okay, what we are going to do, we will make here double click. Okay, and here when we click, when we make double click, we will pop up a window, okay, for us, and after that we will make choice for window, member, and also for book. And this is our scenario. So how we can do that? And by the way, this is our last window. It will be our last Python file, okay, and after that we are going to finish our project. And what we need to do here, firstly we need to create double click for our project, right? And here I will come and say self dot list box, okay, and the bind method, of course, again. And for double click, what I need to do, I need to say here double, okay, dash button, sorry, not star, it will be dash, okay, dash button dash 1, okay. This is our bind method. And after that, here what I want to do, I need to define a function for my double click. I will name it double click, okay. And after that, what I need to do, I need to create this function here, okay. And here I will say def, by the way, sorry, it's here, right? Yep. And here I will say def double click, okay, and it will be event again. And here what I want to do, I will say value, this is my which book user clicked or I clicked, okay. And here value will be ctr string self dot my list books, right, dot get, okay. But what I will get here, I will get self dot list box dot cur selection, okay. If I print out my ID now, let's see it, print value, sorry. If I print out my value, let's run our application first. Now let me make a double click for this book, okay. Now what it returns for us, by you see, one, crime and punishment, right? So this we have ID and also name of our book. Like before, what we need to do, we need to use here split method, okay. And here I will say given ID, something like that, okay. Given ID equals value split by again dash, okay. And after here, the first, I need to get first index, right? And I will say 0 here. Now I have my ID, okay. And now what we need to do, if you want to create a new window, we need to create a new class, okay. And here I will do that. Of course, we can create a new Python file as well, but I will create a new class. So I will say here give book, okay. This will be my instance name, is equals to give book class name, okay. And this is my class, but I didn't create it yet, right? So how can I do that? I will come to here and somewhere here I will create my class, okay. And I will say here class give book. And what I need to do, I need to inherit from top level. And here what I need to say, I need to say def underscore init, and here self again, and I will say top level dot underscore init, and again self, right? And after that, what I need to do, I need to define my geometry, self dot geometry here 650 by 750 plus 550 and plus 200, okay. And also let's define title, self dot title is going to be, let's say give book or land book, doesn't matter, let's say land book, Okay, and after that, what I need to do, I will use self.resizable. Okay, and the first value will be false, second value will be false. Okay, great. So what I need to do now, my window is ready already, right? And if I run my application, I can see that. By the way, let's go back to our function, and the givebook is okay, it's here. If I run my application now, Lord of the Rings, okay, double click. As you see now, our window is here. What we are going to do, of course, we need to make this our design. Here we are going to create two combo boxes. Okay, the first one will be our member list. The second one will be our book list. Okay, and to that, what I need to do, but before that, what I need to do now, it's here, our book is here, but what I need to do, what I need here, I need my ID. Okay, so which I need to know which book was clicked. Okay, and to do that, what I need to do here, I need to create here a variable, and it must be global variable. Okay, global, I will say given ID. Okay, this is important. Why is important? Because I cannot access this ID value in another class. How can I access it? Only I can use global here. Okay, not only, but the best way for this case, I will use global keyword. Okay, and here after that, what I need to do, I need to come back to here. It's not still enough, and I will come back to my class, and I will say here my global given ID is here. Okay, given ID. So that means this ID and other one, the global ID, is same ID. Okay, for example, if you create here, if you say given ID, this ID, given ID, and the other one, that one, they are not same. Why is like that? Because this is another class. Okay, Python cannot understand this variable name. Okay, they are same, but this one is global or not. So you need to define, and you need to tell Python this is same ID, the same given ID. Okay, so I will use here given ID keyword, and after that here I will say self dot book ID, okay, is equal to integer given ID. Okay, I will do that. Why in integer? Because we used split method, remember, and in return for us, let me print given ID. Okay, and not given ID, even let's say type of given ID. Okay, type given ID. If I now run my application, now Lord of the Rings, right? You see what it says? It returns me, check it, class is string. So that means what I need to do, I need to convert it to integer, because my ID value is integer. That's why what I need to do, I need to say here, by the way, here I need to say self dot book ID, okay, equals integer given ID. Okay, and after that, what I need to do here for design, what I will do, I will go to that file, okay, add member, because they are very similar. So I will copy these guys, and here I don't need this function because I will create a new function, and here copy and come back to here, and here I will paste it. Okay, and what I said, remember, let's remove this comment property because we are going to create something else. And here what we need to do, we need to use, instead of entries, we are going to use combo box. Okay, so combo boxes, and here I want to remove these guys. Okay, for also that one. Button, I will keep the button because I need it. So the first one is, let's say here member name. Okay, member, or sorry, this will be, let's say book name. Okay, the other one will be member name. Now what I need to do, I need to create my here combo boxes, right? And I will say here, after here and the place, right, is here, I will say self dot combo name equals ttk dot combo box, and here what I need to use, I need to say self dot bottom frame, right? This is bottom frame, and after that I will use text variable here. Text variable equals self dot book name. I will name it, right? But still, what I need to do, I need to create this self dot book variable, self dot book name, sorry, book name equals a string variable. Okay, and now it's fine. And what I need to do also, I can use here font and also foreground here, right? And for the actually for we don't need it, so it's fine. Text variable is okay. And here what I need to do, how can get this list of my book. This is also important, I need to show it, but before that let's use self dot combo name dot place. Okay, and for X I will say 150, for Y I will say 45. Okay, and if I run my application now, actually we don't need it. Before that let's copy this guy and paste it for other combo box. And here what I need to do, I need to use self dot member name equals another string variable here, and here what I will say, member name, right? So this my variable will be member name, and the combo member, right? Member, and that one is also combo member, and this one is going to be 85. Okay, I will raise it 40 pixels. Okay, and the other same, and the text variable is same. And let me check something, it looks fine. Okay, so let me run our application now. DaVinci Code, as you see now, it's here. So what I will do, what I need to do here, this is important also, we need to here for example, I clicked for the DaVinci Code, right? And I want to see here the DaVinci Code, okay? Because there are many books, right, in our list, and it must be here, our book name, but our member name, it will not be here. By the way, we need to here, we can say book or member, or we can move them somewhere on the right. Let's say only book and member, it will be better. And so this will be land book, okay, in the name of our button. So here what I need to do, member is enough, and colon book is enough, and again colon, and here I will say land book. Okay, this is better. And so what we need to do, after ID here I will say I need to create a query. Okay, query equals select star from books. Okay, and I will say books equals cursor dot execute, and my query, right, cursor dot execute query, sorry, query, and after that I need to say here fetch all. Okay, and now what I will use, so for my combo boxes I will use lists. Okay, here, and because they are empty, right, I will use list to install all my book in my combo box and also my members. So here I will say book list equals an empty list. Okay, and after that here I will say for book in books book list dot append ctr, and here I need to say book 0, right? And after that what I need to do, I need to use also, sorry, after parentheses here I will say plus, okay, and dash, and again plus book 1. Book, the first one is, first index is my ID, second one is my name. okay, and the other one is for member. So I will come to here and create another query. Query 2 equals select star from members, okay, and members, and here what I will use members, or member, we said members is better. Members equals cursor dot execute, and here I need to use query 2, and after that I will say fetch all, okay, and I will create another list here, an empty list. Member list is equals an empty list, okay, and here I will say for member in members, member list dot append ctr member 0 first index plus and dash plus member 1, member first second index, okay. Now it's fine. So what I need to do, I need to go back to the find my combo boxes, and here the first one is here, right? And what I will say here self dot combo name dot combo, and after that here square brackets I will say values equals my book list, okay, book list. This is for the first one, and after that actually let me run it first, okay, and I will show you something, the DaVinci Code. Now you see I don't all my members all my books is here, right? But I want to display my book which I clicked, okay. So to that what I need to do here, I need to come here and say self dot combo name dot current, okay. The current one will be self dot book id -1, okay. Why is like that? Because here also indices start from 0. That's why the book ID, for example, 1, and I need to say here -1, okay. So this is about indices. If I run my application again, now crime and punishment, you see crime and punishment is here, and also let's do it for our member, right? But for member we don't know which member, so here we will only say here self dot member name or combo box dot square brackets values equals member list. That's all. If I run my application now, run main, and let's give this cyberstorm, right? We will land it. So here something wrong. What's wrong? Does not support item assignment. So what's wrong here? Member name values something, but why is like that? Values is fine. Member name, right? This is not member name, combo member, sorry. Here combo member must be our not variable combo member. It will be fine now. If I run my application now again, cyberstorm, and as you see now our member list is also here. In next lesson we are going to create our function for our button, okay. For now that's all. See you in the next.